in Nuer language, mal. Love and no. Kindness and leni. Come on, go akaran. So, I will speak on this side much. I will mix Nuer and English. I wish I knew Arabic so that more of it so that they market. So today we explore 3 powerful words, which is peace, love, and kindness. And these are not just words. When you look at them, it might be just simple words: kindness, love, and peace. But these are the symbol of what unite and what run the world. So they are not just words. When you mention them, they are something bigger that control the world. And this is what control the humankind. If you don't have peace in you, you can never give peace to anybody. If you don't have love in you, you cannot give love to anyone, right? So when you are not kind, you cannot give kindness to anyone. So you only give what you have. If you have hatred in your hearts, this is what you give to other people. So matil ji malre lo ainu. Irama dong demil moy mal. Right? Matil ji no re lo ainu. You know demil kam ramadong because me tufi mateji. Matil ji lerka gohini. Irama dong ye demil mosh no. So tufi na min take ji, right? Tufi na min take ji. And then reason why ladaname kan noya losh katung nora o gora baneling nangwa because titi especially right ke kon wari kon lane jone ronane awe kon ngas ne kot ka kon ki ngasa ka kon ita ngas ne kot so titi ka right ke kon, and that's why barai katung nora ka barai katu kawaini ko ken right ke kon and titi right ke kon one by one. So in general. So, kindness, love, and peace, they are choices we make every single day. You can choose to be kind. You can choose to be kind in a way of sharing your clothes with someone. You can choose to be kind by giving someone, an elderly person, a space to pass. You can choose to be kind by sharing food with someone. So, you can choose to show love to someone. You can choose to live a peaceful life. So these are choices we make every single day. You can choose anything that you want in life. So these are choices that we make every single day. Even now, you choose to have peace with your family. You choose to have peace with your community. You choose to have peace with the world. So those are choice of individual. If we individually choose these things, if I choose peace, you choose peace, we are going to have a peaceful community. If I choose war and you choose war, you see, the choices we make really contribute to what we call a country, to what we call a community, and to what we call a world today. Because a lot of people think these are big things, but they start from small things. Without me choosing these things, if I choose a good choice today, then my community, my home, and my country will be peaceful. But if I choose something bad, it might look like an individual choice, but it will affect people around me. When it affects the people that are around me, it will affect the community. If it affects the community, it will affect the country. If it affects the country, it will affect the region. If they affect the region, it will affect the whole world. So it's a chain that flies and it follows like a necklace. So we have to be very careful in the choices that we do because they contribute to the society that we are today. Love is the foundation. It helps us care for others even when they are different from us. When you choose love, you don't see the color. When you choose love, you will not see this is a Equatoria. You will not see this is a Nuer. You will not see this is a Dinka. You will not see this is a white man. You will not see this is an Indian. You will not see this is a Chinese. You will not be able to see all those categories because you have chosen love. Right? Because you have chosen love, and love is care. So you'll be able to care. So you will not see the different colors about these people. You will only see the love that you can share with these people, and you will only see that they deserve care, they deserve love, they deserve a peaceful environment. So when we talk about this love, we don't need choice. Like, we don't have to look at who. When we choose love, we don't look at who are we sharing this love with, but we only see it's a care that we have to care for a humankind. We have to care for the nature. We have to care for everything that is around us. So it's this love, and that's why you see, because of love, people go boundaries. You'll find white people traveling, getting married with the black people, and you will see Indians people. It's mix up. That is love. Without love, the things that are happening cannot be happening. But because of love, the things that are happening. Because of love, you are in your home with your children. You are peaceful with your neighbors. Because of love and the peace. So all these things contribute to everything. Without love, there will not be families. There will not be wives. There will not be children. There will be no community. There will not be country. So love, peace, all these things comes to one thing. So we have to be very careful on how we don't just use this word for the sake of using them, but they have meanings in our lives when we look at them keenly. Kindness is love in actions. If you love someone, you be kind to them. When you love, a very good example is you wake up in the morning and someone have done something good for you and you decide to buy them a gift. That is act of love, but it's kindness. Because you love them, you want to show them kindness. You want to show them appreciation by buying them a simple gift. That is love in action. So love and kindness move together. Kind is love in action. For you to show someone that you love them, then you must be kind. So love and kindness work together. So kindness is love in action. It shows in symptoms. How can you know that somebody, the kindness? It's by listening to someone. When you listen to somebody, when you helping someone, when you speaking to someone respectfully, especially the elderly people, to your leaders, to your parents as a child, as a youth, to your boss as a worker, that shows kindness in love. Because love, kindness, and peace, they're in everything that we do every day. We say these are choices that we choose every single day. So when you choose love, kind, and peace, then the world will be a peaceful environment, because there'll be a lot of care, there'll be a lot of kindness that will show to each other, and a lot of love. So we say, for you to show kindness, then kindness is love in action, and listening to somebody, right? Respecting someone when they're speaking and helping. So this is kindness in love. And I believe all of us deserve kindness, all of us deserve love, and all of us deserve a peaceful. Peace is the results. So when kindness combined with love, right, they all come to peace. So kindness and love equal to peace. So you cannot say you are peaceful without kindness. You cannot say you are peaceful without love. So love and kindness, they truly work together. So for you to be able to love, you don't have to choose who is this person you are showing love to. You don't have to first know the person. No, you need to have an act of kindness, and that is what it's needed. It doesn't have to be your brother. It doesn't have to be your tribe mate. It doesn't have to be a region mate. It's just something that you act. And because of the absence of love, the absence of kindness, then peace is not there. Because if you don't show love and kindness to a humankind, to a nature, to animals, then there's no peace. This is a result of these things. And we are missing this a lot. We are missing this a lot. And that's why we're having a lot of problems. So when we choose love and kindness, we create safe homes, better friendships, and more united world. When we choose peace, and then love and kindness, then we have safer homes, we have safer relationships, and we have more united world. These values are also reflected in morals teaching like the 10 Commandments. When you look at the 10 Commandments, when you look at the human rights laws that we have today, it's a same thing. It's the same thing. And in modern ideas, like the human right itself, they all guide us to respect others, protect life, tell the truth, and treat people fairly. We will be able to go into details of 10 commandments later on, and we'll be able to know which commandment we have break and which commandment we have not break. And you will realize almost all the commandments, we have break them. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because the 10 commandments, we are Christians, we respect God, we believe in God, and the rules that were given to us not to break, we are breaking them every single day, and we'll be able to see why all these problems are happening. Sometimes we ask God, why are people dying? Why are we having wars in the world? Why should God not just take away all these problems? We have those things sometimes. We ask those questions to ourselves. But in reality is, God can never bring bad things to us. So these are mankind's. It's a man-made wars, man-made chaos, man-made problems, because lack of love, lack of kindness, and peace is no longer existing in the world we are living today. In a world full of conflict, stress, and divisions, small act of kindness matters more than ever. Every peaceful world, every loving choice, small act of kindness matters more than ever. So this means a lot to us. We need every kind actions, help build the world we want to live in. We need to choose the kind of the world we want to live in. If we want to continue living in this world that we are today, then that is a choice, because we can make choices. We make choices every single day. So these choices that we are making are this, it's what we're having today. So if we are make choice of kindness and love, then we will have a peaceful world. With the absence of love and kindness, then there's no peace. And we said earlier, you can only give what you have. If you don't have love, you cannot give love to the society. If you don't have peace, you cannot give peace to the society. You only give what you have. And without this, we cannot lie to ourselves. I, Ruth, cannot lie to myself. I know what I have. You know what you have. And this is why we need all this together. Because we must find out where our problems, where is the root cause of the things we are having today comes from. So peace begins with love. Love grows through kindness, and kindness begins with us. Kindness begins with us. right? Love grows through kindness. And peace begins with love. So these are things that are very, very, very important. I wanted to highlight all this before I go to the main topic of today. So, what is kindness? If we talk about kindness, what is kindness? Kindness is choosing an act. Is choosing an act in a ways that help, support, or respect others. That is kindness. So do you have that? Do you have kindness? Do you support others? Do you help others? Or do you destroy others? So small actions like listening, helping, be patient can make a big difference. If you listen to someone, they say when you give someone a listening ear, you give them a voice. And when you listen to them, you can be able to help them with the problems that they are going through. What is the connection between kindness, love, and peace? Love inspired us to care for others. Kindness is how love is shown through actions. And peace happens when people treat each other with love and kindness. So these three things cannot work without each other. It's a chain. Kindness, love, and peace. You cannot separate them. They all move together. A family that love each other and care for each other are peaceful family. They can be pointed out that so and so family, they are peaceful in their home because it's the act of kindness and love can be seen by the way they treat each other. And we say kindness is a love in action. When you show kindness to someone, when you be kind, if you become kind to someone, that is love. You are now showing that you love these people. And this together is equal to peace. So my question is, do you have that in your home? Do you have that in your life? Do you have that in your community? And do you have that in your workplace and in your heart? So this is something that we need to ask, because what you have, what I have, contribute to either a peaceful world or a chaotic world. So the chain is love, kind, and then peace. So if you draw, you will draw first, it will be love, kind is equal to peace. So these things, they go together. Let's go to the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments are rules that were given to Christians. I am a Christian. If you're watching me and you're a Christian and you believe in God, then these are 10 commandments that were given to me and you, that we should follow them and respect them and do them according to the way they say. So if we do the opposite, what's happened? And which of these 10 commandments are we breaking every single day that have contributed to the problems we're having in this world today? The first commandment says, put God first. That is the first commandment, that put God first. That is the first commandment. I don't know how many people are putting God first. The second commandment is no idols. No idols. I don't know how many people have created many idols for themselves. The third commandment is respect God's name. Respect God's name. That is the third commandment. The fourth one is keep a day for rest. Keep a day for rest. That is the fourth one. The fifth is honor your parents. Honor your parents. That is the third. That is the third. That is the fifth commandment. Honor your parents. And they say, respect and honor your parents, and your days will belong on earth. I don't know how many children are still honoring that commandment, because they said, when you respect your parents, your mother and your father, they will bless you and your days will be long on earth, because they'll speak good things, long lasting living on earth. They will preach good things against your life, and we believe, and it said that they can be able to bless you and curse you. So let's look for curse. Let's continue to respect our parents. It's very important, and it's a demand from God, who is the creator, that we should respect our parents. Nowadays, there's a lot of children that they have grown and they think they don't have to respect their parents. There's a lot of problems happening, and a lot of people think they have grown enough. No, the commandments say, honor and respect your parents, because they will bless you and your days will be long on earth. 6 is, do not murder. The 6th commandment is, do not murder, do not kill. It says, do not murder, do not kill. This is the 6th commandment that was given to us, the Christians who are believers. Now, are you murdering someone? Are you respecting this commandment that is saying, do not kill, do not murder? Or are you not honoring these commandments? We'll be able to see later on which commandments we are breaking and which one we are not breaking. So this number 6 commandment, it's being violated all over the world. And it's something that we have to sit down and look critically. Why are we violating this commandment 6 that says do not murder? 7, do not commit adultery. Do not commit adultery. I don't know, especially to the married people, because this can only happen to the married people. And also, so do not commit adultery. I don't know how many women, how many men outside there that are committing these commandments of number 7 that says do not commit adultery. And these things I'm saying them to these people that are doing what? Are doing to people who believe in God. Whoever is speaking today, I'm speaking to someone who believes in God, because these 10 commandments were given to these people. They were given to the people that believe in God. They were told these are rules that will be able to guide you. So if you're a Christian, then I'm speaking this because these were the commandments that were given to us to govern us here on earth. The 10th commandment. So the 7th one is do not commit adultery. 8, do not steal. It says do not steal. So I don't know. Are there people who are stealing? And if we are stealing, what is it? Is it only stealing people's lives? Like you can kill someone and take someone's life? Is it only stealing resources? Is it corruption that is all over rampant in the world? Or what is this stealing that it says in the 10th commandment, which is number 8, that do not steal? Number 9, do not lie. It says, do not lie. How many people that are honoring this number 9 commandment that says, do not lie? Because these commandments were given to Christians who believe in God, that they should govern them. And then, do not convert. Don't be jealous of others, right? Don't be jealous. How many people are honoring these 10 commandments? The number 10 that say, do not convert, don't be jealous of others. So how many are honoring this 10, the number 10th commandment? So these 10th commandments were given to us long time. Me and you were born and we found them here. And because we believe in God, we accepted these rules and they're the one that govern us on the world. So what they mean for the 21st century, this 10th commandment, what do they mean in the 21st century to me and you? Even today, from that time until today, they still encourage values. This 10th commandment still encourage values, and one of them is respect. It talks about respect. We cannot live without respect. As a man, you have to respect your wife, respect your children. As a woman, you need to respect your husband and respect your children. As a boss, you need to respect your staff, and as a staff, you need to respect your boss. We cannot live without respect. So this shows us that the values of respect, this 10th commandment tells us in 21st century, still tell us about respect. Another thing is honesty. It still tells us about the value of honesty in 21st century. Fairness. You don't have to do other things because you don't have to employ someone because you love them. You don't have to do this because of all that, but it says fairness. Be fair. I don't know how many are fair. I don't know how many of these 10th commandments have you committed. I have committed. I don't know if you have respected this 10th commandment, or I have respected this 10th commandment, because they are very important in our daily life. And each individual, you can speak to yourself, I can speak to myself, because you can never lie to yourself and I can never lie to myself. We can lie to the public. You can lie to your wife, you can lie to your children, you can lie to your father, you can lie to your mother, you can lie to you, but you can never lie to yourself as a person. You know the bad things that you have done, and you can never lie to God. So there are two very important people that you can never lie to. You can never lie to yourself, and you can never lie to God. So these are two very important people that you can never lie to. And the worst person is you knowing that I have done this and you are lying about it. So these are very important. Accepting your mistakes. Accepting the things that you are not doing right as individuals. Because before you stepped out, you must make sure that something is done. A very good it says in Nuer, it says, Woi torwang du angot ke det wang ramadong no way, right? So you have to remove the dust that is in your eyes before you go and start telling other people to clean their own, because it must start with you. You have to see the mistakes you are doing. Don't be so quick to judging your neighbor. Don't be so quick to judging whoever is near you. But first check on yourself. When you feel you are clean enough, then you can open your eyes and look at the next person and try to correct them. Because we talk of act of kindness, peace, and love. Because these things we can't do without peace, we can't do without love, and we can't do without kindness. These three things, they move together. Without one of them, it cannot go on. Another values that is encouraged in 21st century is responsibility. Responsibility. You have to be responsible for what is given to you. If you are a husband, you have children and a wife, your responsibility, number one, is to make sure you provide. You become a responsible husband to your wife and your children by making sure that their needs are provided. That is your responsibility number one. And then your responsibility number 2 will now continue to the community, to the country, to the region, and to the universe. So responsibility, you must be responsible for what is given to you. Responsible in the things you say. Responsible in the things you do. Responsible in how you act, including how you dress. So we have to be responsible in the things that are in our area. Another is balance and rest. We have, and this thing is actually going to the people in the West. And it's not too many people actually. It's going to the migrants. And I will narrow it to the Africans. Because you find the Africans, they are living in two different worlds. If they are in Europe, they are living in Europe. And at the same time, they are living where? They are living in Africa. So these are the most people that are suffering so much. They are suffering so much because they are living in two different worlds or in two different environments. They might be present in the West, but their heart and their mind is fully present back in their countries. And you see them, they don't rest. They don't know what it means to rest. They don't know what it means to balance. They have to work to solve the immediate needs for their children and themselves in the West countries that they are staying. And also, they must make sure that they also make sure they take care of the people back at home. So they don't have time. They don't know what it means to rest. They don't know what it means to balance. They don't know that. And that's why whatever is being done to you by the people in the West, please appreciate it. How much little it is. Because it's a lot of sacrifice. People sacrifice enough. You cannot see it. But I'm telling you, people are really sacrificing. Women, children, men. There's a lot of sacrifice that is being put for your family to be able to live in the West and to also to be able to provide back at home. So whatever little they do for you, appreciate it, because it's come with a lot of lack of rest. It's come with a lot of no saying with their families for a long time. They have chosen so many jobs. You find someone having 2 jobs, 3 jobs to make sure that all these things are fulfilled. So whatever little they do for you, they don't know what it means to rest or balance. Appreciate that little thing that they do for you. They are really suffering. They don't know what it means balance and rest. And this is something that I am really saying thank you. And I'm really appreciating and congratulating these people that live in the West. It's a lot of sacrifice. And only people with love, care, can be able to do that. Because it's act of love and kindness. Without this, I don't believe you'll be able to do all those things that you're doing. So I really appreciate this. And let God continue to take care of you and give you peace and good health. Because what you are doing is a choice that you have made to be able to care for your people back at home and to care for your people here. And it's not something small. People should not take it for granted. But because they don't know what it means or what you go through, because a lot of you don't talk about it, and we are here to remind you that we see it every day and we appreciate what you do, because it's not small. It's a sacrifice of a humankind for you to be able to, you live your life, you forget about things, and you push that. And that is something that should not be taken for granted. It's something that is very, very important. Another thing is building healthy relationships. So the 10 commandments still up to today help us to build healthy relationships. As much there's a lot of problems, but they still help us in 21st centuries to build healthy relationships. If we follow all this, we will have a peaceful communities and we will stay peacefully and connected. But without this, then we are still missing a lot and will not be able to go anywhere. How do the problems that we are having today, the problems that we are having in 21st centuries, link to breaking these values? Because I believe most of these values, most of these 10 commandments have been broken. A lot of people don't follow them. And one of them is violence and wars. Sign that shows in 21st century that we are breaking these values of 10 commandments is violence and wars. Breaking the commandment, do not murder. The commandment that do not murder have been broken by the wars that we're having today. Loss of lives, fear, trauma, corruption, thefts, hacking, breaking, do not steal. You have seen today, up to now, today, there was bombardment in Upper Nile. That is committing murder. We are not respecting, we are breaking the commandment that says do not commit murder. We have Boko Haram everywhere. We have gangs that are killing people. So we are not respecting this commandment that is saying do not kill. And this is one of the biggest commandments that need to be respected. Because you should not kill somebody you did not create. So when we talked about the 10 commandments, every problem that is happening today is within the 10 commandments. It's one of the laws that were given to us. But we are not following them. Instead, we are breaking them. So when we talked about the problems that that are happening today, the violence, the wars, is the breaking of do not murder, do not commit murder. So this is a law that is said in the 10 commandments. And if you're a Christian, this is a law that was given to me and you that we should protect. God said, do not kill, do not commit murder. But today, how many bullets are raining? How many weapons that are being purchased all over the world? How many people now are discussing business so that weapons, gunships can be shipped to other different countries so that wars and people can continue dying? So that means we are not respecting this commandment that is saying do not commit murder. They say do not steal. Do not steal. This is a commandment that is also given to us. But we have fake news. We have corruption everywhere, which is the topic of everyday life. Right? They say do not steal. But corruption is there through fake documentation, through money laundering. We are breaking the commandment that say do not steal by corruption, thefts, and hacking. So every problem that is happening, that the world is facing in this 21st century, is within the 10 commandments. Is the 10th commandment that were given to us as Christians that we should protect and should govern us, but we are breaking them one by one. And if we don't go back and check them, then we will continue to suffer. Because these are things that were given to us as a warning, that there are things that we should protect and respect. But instead, we are breaking them. And that's why we are having a world of wars, world of chaos, world of problem every corner. creates poverty and inequality. So this commandment of do not steal, it's creating poverty and inequality, so that all these problems can continue, because if corruption is here, the resources are not going to be in place. Country resources will be destroyed. People will be stealing resources. So that will create an environment, a countries or a world with poverty rates will be very high, and we are going to have inequality. There will be the first class, the second class, and the third class. And the presence of the first class and second class and the third class is a result of corruption, is a result of breaking the rules of do not steal. And there will be now the poor, the rich, and this is what is happening today. And it's happening because we break the laws of do not steal, because leaders, instead of putting things into order, then they choose corruption, which is breaking the law of do not steal. They choose thefts, which break the law of do not steal, and all this creates poverty and inequality, because people will not be equal. The rich will see themselves very important, and they will see themselves, they will live a high kind of lifestyle, which they have stolen the resources of the poor, and they call themselves poor, and we say he's the rich and the poor. But in reality, there can never be rich and the poor within. So that means that the rich have done something that will create inequality, between the poor and the rich. And that is the commandment of stealing, because we have break the commandment of do not steal, which corruptions come within and thefts, and we now have people who are suffering. We have the poverty and equality. And after people now creating this, after people creating poverty and equality within our society, then they start coming up and saying, we are again fighting the same problem that we created, which is the problems. We have do not lie. We have do not lie, and do not lie destroy trust and cause conflict. Destroy trust and conflict. Do not lie, it creates destroy trust and cause conflict. If we lie, we will create conflict, because there will be the truth and the lies. And the lies and the truth will fight each other, and we will create a distrusted environment. We will distrust a distracted country, a problem, a chaos, a conflict that cannot be solved, because there's a person that knows or have the truth and the person that have the lies. And now it's the lie and the truth that will fight. If the truth is so on the powerful side and being supported, then the truth will win. And if the lie is in the side of leaderships or in the side of power, and then the lie will win. And that's why you'll find a lawyer can defend a case which somebody have committed this problem, but because they have good lawyers, they can win such case. And that is part of, yes, being in the strong side. So conflict, after you create a lie, then this will lead to a conflict and distrust environment. We talked about, again, broken families, betrayals, be loyal in relationships. They say about, we talked about adultery. Adultery is something that break families, that people don't joke about, that people don't take lightly. But this is something I'll not go too much into details about these commands because it's a self-explanatory and it's a question of you as a woman, a question of you as a man. Have you commit this commandment of saying do not commit adultery? And if you have commit, then it is one of the reasons why the world is in chaos in the 21st centuries. When this is clear, if we commit, if we violate the commandment that says do not commit adultery, then we are creating emotional stress and insecurity. After this, if a family finds out, or if a wife finds out that the husband have committed adultery, or the husband find out that the wife have committed adultery, this creates emotional stress and insecurity. And at the end of the day, such family can end to something that is called divorce. So divorce don't just happen. So divorce is a result of committing adultery, mostly, or committing this commandment. And that creates emotional. There'll be no more trust, right? There'll be no more trust, and there'll be insecurity because you don't believe if this person will commit these crimes again, or they'll be able to do the same mistakes again or not. So trust will get out and trust will no longer be there, and that's why we see a lot of divorces outside there nowadays. Though there's other reasons, but this is one of the biggest that people think can never be forgiven. And even in the commandments, it's also said that it's a very important commandment that really need to be respected. Social media jealousy and greed. Breaking do not convert, right? We have a lot of people that are greedy with other people's resources or with what your neighbor have. And they always say respect your neighbor's resources. We used to say before that everybody have something in this world. It's either come first or it's come later. So we can never all be equal. Just like you have the firstborn, the secondborn, and the thirdborn, and the lastborn. So this is also the stages that our resources comes in. Everybody are blessed with something. If yours did not come early, be patient. Appreciate and dance with your neighbors if their award or rewards come faster before you, because nobody was put in this world without nothing. Everybody will have something, and we should all be happy with what other people have. We should not be jealous to a level we kill other people, or we think on how to commit some bad acts because your neighbor or your friend or your sister have gained something before yours come. Causes unhappiness. It causes comparisons and competition. We don't have to compete in that way. We also don't have to be unhappy because we can never be the same. I will never be you and you will never be me. I will still remain Ruth and you will remember be you. So we have to accept ourselves the way we are. We have to accept ourselves the way we are, because this is very, very, very important in everyday life. You'll find because somebody have buy a nice car, even you want to buy a car, you can never be the same. Maybe they have and you don't have. So you wait for yours to come. You don't have to compare yourself with anybody. You don't have to compete with your yesterday. Don't compete with anyone. Compete with what happened yesterday and what you will change today. Because that's what you can never, even if, just like you see a short person and a tall person, you can never be the same. So we have to be very, very, very careful on that side. In comparing ourselves with others or competing with others. Instead, compete with your yesterday. How many people, we have the commandment that say honor your parents, respect your father and mother, so that they will bless you and you will have many years on earth. This is a commandment that is being broken every single day. With the growth of the 21st century, there's a lot that is happening and a lot of people are not doing this. Okay. Yes, so we have to be, your father and your mother are like your God on earth. Respecting them, no matter what, we are told to respect them. You cannot be a successful child without respecting your father and your mother. Your relationship between your father and your mother as a child is very important. And it doesn't mean that it must be the mother or the father that gave birth to you. Any person that is an elder and have reached to a level of becoming a parent is your father and your mother. And they need to be respected. When they correct you, you need to listen. Because your parent can never show you that this is not right when it's not really right. So we have to make sure that this commandment is respected, of honoring your father and your mother. And it doesn't mean that it must be this parent that gave birth to you. You will find some other people are abusing other people's fathers and mothers, forgetting that their mother and their father are within these same people that are abusing. Because that person that you are abusing their father and their mother as a child, you are also abusing your parent. Because they are also equally your parents. If they can give birth to your fellow mates, then that means they are still your parents. So we have to be very careful on how we do these things. Okay, we have to connect. What is the connection between the commandments and human rights of today? The 10 Commandments and human rights share similar values. We have the values. We have checked earlier the values of 10 Commandments. We have the values respect, right? Responsibility. We have to accept responsibility. So those were the values of 10 Commandments. So what are the values of human rights? And here it says the 10th Commandment and the human rights laws, they all share same values with this human dignity. Human dignity. Because the most important thing in life as a human being is your dignity. If you lost your dignity, then that means you are no longer a human being. So human dignity is something that we have to protect. So do not murder. Protects the right to life. Do not murder protects the right to life. And honesty and fairness. Honesty and fairness is something that we are all here to protect. Okay, Nyakal Gabriel, I wish to respond to you. Though I've not responded to anybody, but I can see you are live now and you're talking about this. Nyaka, let me remind you one thing. There's a difference between awareness. There's a difference between awareness and action. So awareness is what we were doing. Awareing the people, this is what is happening. So if you don't know the meaning between awareness, awareing people of what is happening, and what you are saying, then you have to go back again and recheck. Because what you're saying, I think that is your personal viewing, how you see what happened the way it was. But in reality, you need to sit down again and recheck. Because you cannot tell me that you love these people more than me. I don't think so. So don't judge something that you don't know, and you have to go back and recheck again. Thank you. Support the right to justice. Support the right to justice. Don't lie. Support the right to justice. And that is something that is very important. You don't have to lie. When the truth is said, please check and support the truth. No matter which side you are, you have to check the truth. Do not steal. Do not steal. Connect to the rights to owners. Connect to the right of own property and families and relationships. Honor your parent. Support the right to the family. Freedom of religion. The first 3 commandments link to the right to believe freely. To the right freely, and rest and well-being. Keep the Sabbath related to the right of rest and fair working conditions. Why this matters today? Why this matters today? When societies ignore these values, violence increases, trust breaks, injustice grows, family struggles, people feel divided. But when we practice kindness, love, and peace, and respect others' rights, we help build a world that is safer and more caring for everyone. Finally, the 10 commandments are not just ancient rules. They remind us of values that still matters today by living with love, kindness, respect, and honesty. We help create peace in our homes, schools, communities, and the world we are today. And that leaves us with saying, let's choose love, kindness, and all these to lead to peace, and let's honor the 10 commandments. Thank you so much, and until tomorrow or next time, we continue. Choose kindness, peace, love, and this is the world. We should fight all these things. Thank you so much. And to Nyakal, please, you don't have a right to tell me what to do and what not to do. Thank you so much.